What up, it's your girl Yolanda the Great with The Great Spills the Tea. This video contains commentary, criticism, and educational analysis under fair use. Diamond Gang. CBS News is reporting that Iran's supreme leader is presumed dead after a massive U.S. and Israeli military operation. Multiple Israeli officials confirmed this assessment, and a senior American intelligence official is also saying the supreme leader is dead. Satellite images show heavy damage and black smoke rising from his compound.
Breaking news from the Middle East. There are reports as we come on the air that Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has been killed in today's joint attack by the U.S. and Israel. This according to a senior Israeli official and a major Israeli broadcaster reporting Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has been shown a photo of Khamenei's body. Khamenei has been the leader of Iran since 1989. This would be big news if in fact true. He's the longest serving autocrat in the Middle East. The 86-year-old previously served as Iran's president, and he has controlled Iran's foreign and military policy, including its nuclear program, for decades. So let's get to Face the Nation moderator Margaret Brennan, who's been following this for us as well. Margaret, what do we know at this hour?
Well, Tony, I can tell you what my sources and our CBS reporting is at this hour. And a senior Israeli official told me that based on the bomb damage assessment seen at this point, the supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, is presumed to be dead. That is as precise as the Israeli government is getting at this point in the confirmation they are sharing within their own government. Outside their government, within the political party of Benjamin Netanyahu, the prime minister, our reporters in Israel is hearing that members of the political party he belongs to are also being informed that Khamenei is dead. So you don't yet have official confirmation in terms of, for example, something as hard as a DNA sample, something that the U.S. government often waits for. But you have, based on a bomb damage assessment, a bomb damage from that explosion on the compound where he was believed to be earlier today. That is what the Israeli government is signaling. And you had earlier today an oblique reference made by the prime minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, in a speech where he said it looked like the signs are that the Ayatollah is no more. So that is what we know at this hour. Significant that the 86-year-old supreme leader, riddled with cancer, but very much the institution of the Iranian regime himself, is presumed to be dead at this hour in this surprise attack launched by the U.S. and Israel, which is swiftly looking like it may become a regional war.
Margaret, as you're speaking there, we were looking at pictures of the palace where the Ayatollah is thought to have been, smoke coming out of the top of it. If this reporting turns out to be true, and it certainly appears to be so at this hour, what would it mean for the future of this conflict? What might it mean for the future of Iran?
Well, that compound is believed to be where he was. I had U.S. officials earlier today saying to me, now, why would he be in such an obvious place when tensions are so high? So there are still some who want harder confirmation of the death. But if what the Israeli government is saying is accurate, what we know is that he is very much the regime. The Ayatollah embodies the ideological backbone, the religious cleric, the basis of the regime, and he is the embodiment of that, and very much amplifies this idea that they are about resistance to the United States, resistance to the state of Israel. As I mentioned, he's been sick with cancer for years. At 86 years old, though, he still very much firmly had control. What we know now is that succession plans will be turned to here. I've spoken to many analysts in recent days and asked that question, what comes next? Because we knew he would be a target. And the presumption here is that you will also have an ideologue step up. You may not have a pragmatist take his place. So you can't necessarily say this is going to be a better outcome than where we were. But just coming back, Tony, to what we heard from the President of the United States overnight, This is not a targeted operation that is limited to this killing. The president described a sustained military operation, and he called for regime change by saying the people of Iran need to rise up. So this may be a very significant symbolic and operational blow, but it is not the end of the operation, at least as described by President Trump.
Yeah, the president saying today, when we are finished, that was part of the quote, the Iranian people take control of your government. This would be a major milestone in that process. The reports today, as we come on the air, that Iran's supreme leader has been killed in these joint U.S.-Israeli strikes.
Diamond Gang. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says there are growing signs the supreme leader is gone. Crowds in Tehran have reportedly been cheering, but Iran's government has not released any statement, and state media has not confirmed his death. This is one of the most significant developments in the region in decades. The supreme leader has ruled Iran since 1989 and controls every branch of the government and the military. His presumed death raises major questions about succession, stability, and what comes next. As more updates come in, we'll get a clearer picture of the fallout from this operation. But Diamond Gang, what is your reaction to this breaking development? Please drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on my next video.